Hey, Kevin here, and here's something for your performance edge. And this is going to be a little bit of something we're going to touch on tomorrow at 5 p.m. on our Enlarge the Circle webinar. So you're going to want to be there. This is good stuff. And the key here, the beginning of everything, is the concept of the idea of networking that we're unpacking in this session. And so I'm going to give you a little nugget from that you're going to get tomorrow, a little bit more in depth. But here's something that I believe is really important, and it's in the discovery of your differential advantage. And often our differential advantages are really the course of all the experiences that we've had, but we've never really captured. In other words, we have all these things, that events in our life and relationships in our life and those kind of things, we never really sat down and really highlighted not just their impact on us, but the development of us. And so I call this Find Your Framework. And we're going to unpack what that looks like tomorrow. But the key here is this. Have you ever written out your story? Have you ever thought about how important your story is to your development, to your growth? The key people, the key circumstances, the pivotal moments, all those things combined. When you write that out, what you're going to find as you write that story, there's going to be words that you're going to use to describe those situations. And it's important that we highlight what those specific words are. As we lay out and highlight those specific words, we begin to start attaching meaning, operationalized language about what those words mean to us. It's a big, really component of our our values in a way, but really it's more of an operational value. And it's those kinds of things that when it sticks out to us, that word, and we start unpacking that word, we start realizing that word is a reoccurring theme in our life. That particular word is one that I want to maybe investigate more or double down on. But what happens is when you can land on maybe 4 to 6 words, they start to frame out from those experiences, from the level of growth that you've encountered in that and how you've played it out in your life. It all of a sudden starts to mean a little bit more in terms of your edge. It's like there's something here that I'm tougher because of that situation. I'm more of an encourager because of going through that situation. I'm more analytical and have the ability to, see missing things because I went through those things. I'll give you an example for me. Pattern recognition was a big part of something that I have been able to expand and grow on in my life. And it really came through living in a home with an alcoholic father, because every day when I got back, I had to look at everything that was going on to assess what the conditions of the evening were going to be like as a kid being in that house. And so as I did that, I started picking up on all these nuances, and I really began to realize that there's a lot of things that I can notice. I became a good noticer, I guess. And I think that was the thing that probably was the word that popped out. Eventually it became pattern recognition. And now it serves me well as a coach, because I look in conditions of issues and problems and stories that people are talking about, and I begin to start identifying what the things are that are reoccurring, the patterns that are coming. And I'm going like, wow, here. And as I begin to like say some of that stuff out loud, people often look back and go, how did you see that? It's a lot of it's just because of my story. So what does that look like for you? What's your story? What's your framework? And I want to encourage you, because that is going to play into you establishing your differential advantage. Because the goal of this webinar is to really give you the basics and the understanding of what it means to be someone that everybody wants a piece of. In other words, to be kind of attractional to people. And it gets you out of chasing, right? It gets you out of that mode of chasing. It gets you more in the mode of being. And then people leaning in and being interested, instead of you trying to spend all your time and energy trying to be interesting to others. So, hey, something to think about. So write out your story, find the keywords, underline those keywords, define them deeper, find out where you've leveraged those experiences in your life, and start to build that out and see where it takes you. So, hey, do some damage out there. Hope to see you tomorrow night. We're going to unpack this a little bit more, have some fun, and always remember, when you see the invisible, you become unstoppable.